Hi guys, this is Betsy and welcome to another tutorial today. So I just want to start by saying that I post about art, DIY and fashion. If you like any of these content, do subscribe and like and check out my other videos. We are making a DIY bucket hat today. This one is reversible, and for making this you need two kinds of fabric. One is which is going to come on the outside and the other is going to come on the inside. And we won't be making a pattern today. We'll be downloading a pattern, an existing pattern from the internet, and I've given the link below. It's free to download. My outer fabric is some thick denim, and on the inside I have given cotton, which is a little flimsy. So I would advise you to give at least on one side, you gotta give a little thicker fabric so that it stays properly. For making this bucket hat, I'm using my old clothing. One is my old jeans and the other one is a skirt which I don't use anymore. One is for the inside and the other is for the outside. These are the three patterns which I downloaded from the Essentials Club. The link is given below and it is free to download. It's an A4 size and the pattern consists of three parts. One is a circle top, the other is headband, and the third is the brim. Circle top is the topmost part of the hat and you need two pieces of it from each fabric. This is the headband and it is on unfold. I'll be showing you later how to do unfold. And for headband you need four pieces, two from each fabric. This is the part of the hat which projects to the outside and you need four pieces of this, two from each fabric. Circle top has to be traced on two fabrics. One is gonna come on the outside and the other is gonna come on the inside. This is my first fabric. Now I have one circle cut out from each fabric. This is the headband piece. You need in total four pieces, two from each fabric. So this is my denim fabric, and since headband has to be on fold, I'm just folding my denim into two and then I'll be keeping the on fold over there and I'll be just cutting it out. Also, you don't need to leave any kind of seam allowance. The pattern comes with a seam allowance, so you don't need to leave that. So this is my headband cutout piece. The two pieces from one fabric and the other two pieces from the second fabric. This is for the third pattern, which is the brim, and that is also going to be on fold. We'll be using the same method to do this. So just like the headband, the brim also has its four pieces, two from each fabric. This is my one fabric and I also have my denim fabric. Also, don't get confused by brim and headband pieces because the patterns look a little similar. So keep your fabrics and patterns together so that you don't get confused in the last. So I have my circle top and two headband pieces over here. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to join the headband pieces on both the sides. I'm giving very little seam allowance of 1/4 inch. So this is the joint version. Now that you have a ring, this is going to support your hat. What you have to do is take the joint headband pieces and place it over the circular top. Now that you can see, this is going to be the topmost part of your hat, and now keep the right side of one fabric to the right side of the circular piece and then stitch on the outside and attach the whole headband to the circle. Now that part is done, it's completely stitched, and next thing what you gotta do is you have to attach the two brim pieces onto the headband. This is how it is going to look. The brim is going to encircle the topmost part of the hat, but before that you have to attach the brims together like we attached the headbands on both the sides by giving very little seam allowance, and then attach it to the headband. Now that part is done, and all that is left to do is attach this brim to the headband piece which we have stitched with a circular top. So this is how the hat is going to look from the topmost part. Just like we attached the headband and the circular top, we are going to attach it the same way. We just have to keep the right side of one fabric to the right side of the other fabric together and then stitch it on the edge. Just like this, so that the raw edges won't be seen on the outside. Now we have finished around the first part of making the bucket hat. So this is how it is looking. We're almost done. We're not almost done, but we have done half of it. Now this is the second part. I'm going to repeat the same process which we did with the denim fabric onto this cotton. I'm just going to repeat whatever we did before. I have attached the circle and the headband pieces, and I am going to cut down all these extra raw edges which is going to affect the overall shape of it. So I'll just cut it out and attach the brim pieces on. Now just join the two brim pieces together on both the edges, and later on then you attach it to the circle, the topmost part of the hat. Now the second part of the hat has been done just like the first one, and you make sure that you cut out those extra raw edges so that it looks in shape. Don't forget that I have given little bit more of raw edges at some parts, so I'm just gonna cut it out. So I have just kept both my hats like this, one with the right side facing outside and one with the raw edges. So just follow my process over here. I just placed one on top of another, and if you see, you can find out that the right sides are facing each other, and what you have to do is you can just stitch on top at the edges, keep them together and just stitch on top, but leave around 2-inch space without any stitch so that you can pull it out later. Now that it has been stitched over here, but I have also left a little space without any stitch just so I can pull it out. Now this is the final hat and all the raw edges are on the inside. You can just see the good side of both the fabrics, inside and out. All I have to do right now is just close the hole. I'm going to use a ladder stitch in which it's a kind of stitch where the stitch won't be seen or the thread won't be seen, and it is usually used to close these kind of openings on fabrics. Since the hat looks and feels flimsy, I'm giving a few top stitches on the brim. You can just see the hat on the right side. On the brim you can see a lot of stitches. I'm just giving 3 stitches. I feel that that is fine with mine. These stitch lines would give a lot more of shape to your bucket hat. The stitch lines can be decided by you. If you want to give 5, you can give 5. If you want to give 3, you can give 3. Now the hat is ready. All I have left to do is cut out the threads from the stitches. But you can just see that both the sides can be used. This is an old hat that doesn't fit me, but I really love that embroidery. I'm just gonna cut it out and glue it onto my new bucket hat. Over there, I'm just going to glue it. You can make it look interesting like this, or you can paint on it, you can embroider on it.